Hey Jannik, well played. I wanted to ask you about your return stance. The last time you played on clay at Roland Garros, at least you had that angled return stance. I'm curious, obviously it was very successful, so I'm curious what you gained from it, but also why you decided, I guess, to do away with it.
Yeah, I mean, last year I had for sure more time to prepare, the clay. So we try to keep it a little bit more simple at the moment. It doesn't mean that I keep it the whole clay court season. It gives a little bit more transition, a little bit more movement before playing the actual return. But yeah, look, at the moment we haven't had the discussion yet. I believe at the moment we try to keep it as simple as possible. Having this time period, which is not a lot. So, then we see.
Another question on. So I'm writing a piece about smashes, like the overhead, and I'm curious about speaking to some players. Some say it's an easy shot, like it's simple, they can do it, 10 times out of 10. Whereas others say they struggle with it a lot. I think you have a good smash, but I'm curious what you think of the shot and why you think some players struggle with it.
I mean, I also struggled when I was younger, missed a lot. So it's all part of the, you also need to practice this shot. It also depends what you see. If it's completely sunny, if there is no clouds or nothing, then it makes it different. For me, it's a bit easier to smash when there is a cloud. I have a little bit more the understanding of the distance with the racket and ball, but I believe it's all part of how much you practice. It's actually a strange shot because sometimes you feel it very comfortable, you see it perfectly the ball, and sometimes you struggle. So, but yeah, we try also to practice these shots because at the end of the day that's a easier shot than having a forehand or backhand, but in the same time, you always need to arrive to the point that you can smash.
Last in English, anyone?
Hi. How would you assess your level today, and was it the perfect start, for your first time on clay this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to give a number, but I believe that first time on clay, it was a very solid performance. Couple of things we need to improve, that's for sure, but in the same time, Ugo is a very different player than all the rest. Lefty, playing quite flat with the backhand, so it is a bit different, but I believe it was a good start, and tomorrow I have one day off, which is good. Maybe we play doubles, and then hopefully I can show some good tennis on Wednesday. So happy to play at least one more match here, and knowing also mentally that after this tournament I have some time off, time to relax, and then get ready for Madrid.